Navy. He's out, so Thomas Colucci will start. Regan Endres, the senior face-off guy, in for Albany as it's picked up by Ben Weyer. It's taken away quickly by Albany as they get to start things off. There's Jake Pisano, the grad student from Liverpool, New York. Best player on this team, leads the country. He's led the way for this Albany offense. Colucci.
That's a draws the first violation.
First violation of the day going against Endres.
3.5 in his 30 seconds.
Senior from
24 years, and he's seen as many great players both on his team and coached against as anyone. So he's not obviously intimidated by the quality of the Virginia play, but he just said, what a great opportunity for our players.
As here's the star of this Albany team, and Jake Pisano plays a lot of offense with that
motion, making a lot of pressure on the defense to not only eyeball their man, but be ready to slide.
So Richmond, 3 on the day, came in with 14 as a helmet.
He'll have to go off. Comes
off, and exactly right. Regan Endres will have to come off the field. Virginia gets to start with the ball, and Albany will have their defense preset. Landon Whitney, and have a 3-1 game, down by 2. Great win on the face-off. Clamping winning back is Matthew Desouza, who gets it for the wingman.
Top of the goal, and the saves he's made are certainly the high shots, so Virginia may have to change their placement.
And what Doug's referring to is, I'm a former goalie and I'm short, so I fit the whole bill there.
I didn't do the short part, just said you were a former goalie.
There's a big save from Nunes on the other side.
And a great outlet.
Back to the face-off dot we go. It's been Desouza, transfer from Binghamton, who's been going up against the star for Great Danes in Regan Endres, who is the American East Specialist of the Week. Pisano fires wide. Gonna see that quite a bit from Albany.
And that long stick, as you know, is a harder read than just a regular short stick, which you're used to seeing. Now, both teams each have 1 violation.
Crepenzano. His team loves it, and he loved to see it. You saw that celebration. The monkey off his back, the first one's in. Picked up by Colucci on the face-off. Virginia trying to get their first lead of the day. Been down since the start as Albany took a taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. They're not scared, and it's tied 3-3.
Yeah, and you can't say that Virginia's played poorly. It's just Albany just played so well and so even with Virginia. I think that's the thing that's been most impressive is that they've obviously got one of the best defenders in the country. Their young goalies played well. They certainly don't look like a team that went to by McCabe Millen to give Virginia a 4-3 lead.
Less than a minute into this third quarter, Virginia takes their first lead of the game, 22nd goal of the season. Here's Richmond off the post and out.
I think we had a loose ball. Look, I say we have a push behind the ball. I'm not quite sure what we've got here, the official behind the play.
Ville native, played at St. Anne's Belfield, and now his name, as it already was in so many ways, but it's at the top of the history books with the all-time points record now in his grasp. He just took over Matt Moore, who he played with.
Situations, both those goals by both Schellenberger and then Miller are both off of unsettled.
Second of the day now by McCabe Millen as another face-off win for Virginia. Ben Weyer picking it off from the wing, gets the ground ball, moves it down for Peyton Cormier. Cormier also, it's McCabe Millen who heads to the box. Crepenzano gets his 6th goal of the season. And now a man-up opportunity for Albany. First of the day, Millen gets called on the slash. A 1-minute penalty, and Albany gets the win. Hogg with it.
Yeah, both teams having to run people on and off to get their side. So good offense and a good start for the third quarter for Virginia.
24 goals now on the year for the freshman McCabe Millen. You mentioned the grad transfer Jack Boyden from Tufts. He's got 12 assists on the season. 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Virginia back with a 3-goal lead, but Albany get an outlet to Weyer. Then it hits Schellenberger and McCabe Millen. Schellenberger picks up the assist, 23rd of the year. Colucci wins the next face-off, trying to get it back for McNeely, and he picks it up. A little bit of a scare there for the Cavaliers, but
I think McNeil gives them a good second midfield long pole. I mean, obviously with as many face-offs in a row like
Peyton Cormier with that last goal to make it 9-4 as Colucci gets the wind as
shots, because there's not pressure on their hands, they're able to step in and pick their spots.
Landon Whitney had 9 saves in the first half. He still has 9 saves, needs that first one here in the third quarter. Fulton picks it up. Possession, so the defenders and attackmen release for Albany and the Cavaliers. It is now a ground ball picked up by Chesney.
Well, I would say I think Virginia's dominated the ground ball work in the second half as opposed to the first half, where the Great Danes did a great job, and a save by Presapino and his off defensive end. Not maybe the safe play, good hustle play, but it gives Albany a chance for some early offense. Good. He was caught really in kind of a clutch between 2 or 3 defenders, able to spin. And again, we always talk about goaltending and long stick shots from the close range. Toughest ones to read. He's coming from about 8 feet.
Starts with the saves from Matthew Nunes, who now has 10 on the day. Then another beautiful outlet pass. The clearing game so good with Nunes in cage, and Virginia attack, Doug, has been fantastic with 10 of the 12 goals scored by Cormier, Schellenberger, and Virginia. As a quick start, Desouza for Schellenberger. Cross, Cormier, he shoots.
Now it's 11.
5 goals for Peyton Cormier. And as Doug just said, 11 goals for this Virginia attack unit. It's 13-4, Virginia up.
Well, it always starts at the X. If you can win that face-off straight going forward, and that's exactly what happened right there. And that's something we haven't seen a lot of for Virginia this year without Gabriel. But again, Matthew Desouza does a nice job of pushing it forward, makes the right decision, throwing the ball to the point to Connor Schellenberger cross cage to Peyton Cormier for a goal that Virginia fans have seen many times.
Yeah, seeing a face-off guy for the Cavaliers going right down the gut as there's a loose ball push. It's going to give it to the Great Danes.
We weren't in Coach Marr's huddle, but I know him and know the kind of coach he is and the kind of expectations he has. Team is not going to let.
Back to the face-off X. Colucci at it. Nice little hockey play there to free up the ground ball for McNeely. Gets it over to Schellenberger, settles in the offense. 38 shots on the day for the Cavaliers. McNeely had a wide open bounce.
Right angle, goal line extended.
Richmond came into the day with 14 goals on the season. Now
Virginia
he's
violation.
got 18 as there's the violation for the 3rd face-off violation, and that results in a penalty.
So Virginia will go man up. And Virginia, again, rotating, there's going to be a gap, and with somebody as good with the eyes as he does, he's going to find the open spot.
Now Colucci goes early.
I think that's going to be 2 on Virginia, so they're 1 away.
So something Virginia has to look out for with Colucci and Desouza, the 2 who have taken face-offs for the Cavaliers today, being without their starting Fogo.
12 yards, so he's got great range in this game.
Hall going against Desouza at the dot. Desouza went a little early.
Since there's no flag, that must be 2 on Virginia, 1 more, and they will, because we obviously know that now.
And maybe today.
Well, as I said before, a lot of things that I've heard from from people who watch Virginia said the key to Virginia when it gets into the later season, gets hotter, the competition gets really strong, that you've got to have a second midfield that can create offense.
Secondary scorers is what they're looking for. Schutz and Boyden and Colsey are that first midi unit. And
ball down, whereas Ben Ware plays strictly as an LSM, but you know, he is a game changer.
Two potential All-Americans, and they're definitely that caliber. As Virginia picks it up off the face-off, now 2 minutes left. Back door in front, Haymeyer, Whitney, what a save.
It looked like a hockey goal.
He came in with 14. Ryan Doherty gets his 6th assist of the season. Another flag on the face-off violation.
On Hall, that's his 2nd.
And a 30-second penalty coming, I believe, for Albany with the Cavaliers
so
up, and it's actually the other way around. So Virginia gets there first.
The way he pointed. But, you know, now both teams, that's, you know, in the first half, I think we had 2 total. Now we're obviously Czar in the defense, and that's exactly what he did. He just kind of just really snuck in between 2 defenders and scored his 7th goal of the game.
Now 1 minute left. Moving it for Menke is Colucci. Thought Colucci might have had the room to shoot, but he passes it off, and now it's free. Here's Whitney.
Nice pass.
Feeds it off, Pacino.
Pacino looking for the return.
Here's Pacino, fires! He's got 2 goals, the sophomore from Delta, British Columbia. His season high on the year was 4, so already crushed that.